are y'all this Saturday evening? Hello, hello, hello. Let me see who has made it in here so far already. Margaret, first one in. Look at you, Margaret. Welcome, welcome in. Let me see. She said, waiting for y'all. Well, we are here. Crafty Granny. Hey, Carol, too old to enjoy the snow, and arthritis is killing my bones. Can't wait to see what you're showing tonight. Um, are y'all seeing anything on my laptop? I'm not seeing anything. And that's how I read my comments. So I'm not seeing anything on mine. Let me refresh here and see if I do. Okay, there we are. And y'all see that is, y'all remember my Misfit toys? The land of the Misfits. Um, I'm I am pulling them out. I'm gonna have to go back. I remember LBE had a video last year. I know she did, using these octopus, because she swirled them legs down around inside of a bag or something. I'm gonna have to look for that video and find out what to do with this octopus. What is this thing here? Is that what is that called? A slouch? What is that thing called? Um, Anyway, these are part of my misfits, y'all. But I'm going to find a home for them this year, somehow, some way. Somebody's getting them, whether they want them or not. Carol, I'm sorry that arthritis is killing your bones, baby. She said, can't wait to see what you're showing tonight. I'm LLCing again. I have never LLC'd so much as I have these last 2 weeks, y'all. Back to back LLCs. Let me see. Alicia said, good evening, everyone. Been in the house all week, and Plow was able to move snow on the street where I live. It's a hill between the streets. Arkansas is supposed to be in the 40s tomorrow. Well, my girls are very disappointed. We were supposed to get snow, and we didn't get not. We had a little flurry. Nothing even hit the ground. So unless something comes tonight, Danielle's birthday is tomorrow, and that's what she wanted for her birthday, was to have some snow. So I'm still holding out that my baby gets her some snow for her birthday. So y'all, if y'all got any connections upstairs, tell them to drop a little bit of snowflakes down here for my baby for tomorrow. Pamela said, hey, still classy and everyone. Hey, baby. Amazingly Blessed Design said, hi, y'all. Hey, hey. KOK said, hey, early birds. Hey, KOK. Boy, I tell you, y'all are knocking out these beautiful concepts. My goodness gracious. Beautiful, beautiful concepts. KOK said, hey, Margaret, Alicia, Pamela, Amazingly Blessed, and Crafty Granny. She said, hey, okay. Hey, KOK, I LLC'd your wine bottles. We're doing some LLC, aren't we, y'all? We are LLCing. Hey, okay. Oh, I got that one. I have to take a look at it and show support. Cecilia said, good evening, all. Good evening, Cecilia. Thank you for the hearts. Dara said, hey, basket buddies. Good evening. Reporting no snow in Connecticut, thank goodness. North Carolina, be safe. Oh, we safe. We ain't got nothing. I know parts do, not me. Hey, Sean, welcome in, baby doll. Thank you for the hearts. You got anything, Sean? We ain't got nothing. They're saying we might get something tonight. I just pray that Danielle wakes up with the ground covered in white. It ain't got to be the 6 to 9 inches they were saying we were going to get. But my goodness, let there be something out there. Hey, Shamika, welcome in, darling. She said, hey, still classing everyone. Oh, goodness gracious. Uh-oh. I just did something to my screen altogether where I can't even see my screen now. There we go. Y'all be patient with me. All right. Sean come in and made my screen mess up. Oh my goodness, what is going on? It's making everything is going like gigantic and I can't see nothing. I'm scared to even touch it now. We had to redo my live. I don't know if y'all have seen that. I came on and went off, came on and went off. Everything is glitching over here. So I don't know if my Wi-Fi is going to be giving me issues tonight as well. We'll see. Let me see. I got to get back to where Shant was at. Don't know where that was at. Goodness gracious. There's been a lot of talking. I don't know. Okay, there's Shant. And I said Shamika. Amazingly Blessed by Design says, thank you at KOK. I have a channel, but I haven't started posting yet. I only posted the LLC on the Facebook group. Ebony said, good evening, still classy. Good evening, baby doll. Thank you for the hearts. KOK said, okay, got you. R Coop, thank you for the hearts, baby, and welcome in. KOK said, I sub to your channel anyway. Sloth. That's what I thought. Okay. Sedona said, hey, everybody. Hey, Sedona, welcome in, baby. Triple N Gift said, hey, still classy in chat. I'm going to try to read quick, y'all. Alicia said, it's the beautiful misfits. Yes, it is. A sloth. Everybody's helping me with that sloth. Let me see. Lena's gratitude. Yes, yes. Hey, Kay, welcome in. Hello. Crafty Leo, hey, beautiful. Y'all, thank you for the hearts. Sedona, thank you, baby. All occasion gifts, welcome, baby. Hey, Charlie, welcome in, sweetheart. S. Marie said, hey, still classy in chat. Hey, darling, welcome, welcome. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button as y'all pop in. Chef T Design said, hey, everyone, hello and welcome. Monique said, hey, still classy. Hey, Monique, wrapped and ready. Hello, everybody. Alicia said, let's get the thumbs up, everybody. Yes, please and thank you. Nove, hey, Vonnie, welcome in, baby. The Crafty Cactus, hey, baby. Impressive Designs by Shawnee said, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all, hey. Cynthia said, hey, still classy and everyone, hello. Margaret said, hey, y'all, I'm working and listening. So if I don't comment much, I know I'm here. All righty, Mama Showers, hey there. How you doing, darling? Are y'all having fun? Out on y'all's little trip. I hope y'all are having fun and staying safe. Crafty Leo said they sent y'all snows here to Georgia. Crafty, you ain't lied. My daughter wasn't supposed to get any. And how about she sending me a video going to Chick-fil-A saying, Ma, look at this. And snow was coming down there. I said, girl, if you don't get your butt back home, you would have saw that little parking lot all icy and snowy. She wasn't supposed to get any. I was supposed to get 6 to 9. So what do? I go out and video my front yard with absolutely nothing but some brown grass, okay? So we exchanged videos, but they were backwards. Sandra said, good evening, still classy in chat. Good evening, baby doll. Hey, Claudette, welcome in, baby. Hey, Defini, welcome, welcome. Hello, Kay, welcome in. Leola, good evening, still classy and everybody. Hello. Tondra Bird, hello. Kiana, hey, Aunt Deb and family, Kiana. Girl, if y'all haven't been over to Kiana's channel, y'all see she now Kiana believes in bringing up old news, okay? Because y'all know my story about that daggone dog that looked like a horse at that Dollar General that ran me behind that counter. That was months ago, y'all. I'm not sure how long, but I know it was months ago. How Aunt Reed just got hold of that news and put out a couple of videos on it. Tiana, I was laughing my butt off. You were so right. All the way down to my fingernails, my animal print, my glasses, and my hoop earrings. You had me down pat. And yes, that dog did look like a horse. But if y'all haven't checked out her channel, y'all get on over there. Charlie Shop said, happy birthday, Danielle. I will sure tell her. She's upstairs right now on a little virtual party with all of her little girlfriends. So I will surely tell her. Hey, Driven, how are you, baby doll? Welcome, welcome. I got a surprise for you tonight to show you, Driven. And it's just for you. It was just for you. She said, just woke up, snow plow here all night till 8 a.m. Y'all got to send me just a little. I don't want a lot, just a little. Pamela said, happy birthday, Danielle. I will sure let her see all of those. Sandra, thank you, baby, for the hearts. Hello, Peggy, and welcome in. Hey, Patrice, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome. Cecilia, thank you, baby. I'll tell her. Bagden Bode says, hey, everyone. Hey, baby. Angela says, good evening, still classy and wonderful people of God. Hello and welcome. Valanda said, hello, still classy and everyone. Hey, baby doll. Miss Egotistical, good evening, still classy and basket family members. Hope all is well. It definitely is. Welcome, welcome. Shawnee said, don't forget to hit the likes. Yes, and please, and thank you. Sean said, just started snowing here, sis. I'm ready for it, baby. I need some now. We need some. These girls almost started crying. Seriously. Because these news reporters, they don't know jack. When I tell you these news reporters, until it hits the ground, they're not going to get it right. Every time I can get not getting the news report right a few days in advance. Y'all, it could be raining outside and they telling me that there's a 0% chance of rain. I don't even know why we watch the weather forecast. I don't know about y'all, but here, our forecast is never, ever, ever correct. So there's no point. I just tell these girls, baby, y'all just got to quit even watching it because it's never what they say. Let me see. Vilma said, hello, Classy, and our basket families from California. Hello. Robbie said, hey, Miss Classy, you gave a thumbs up. Thank you, baby, for the thumbs up and the hearts. Alicia said, happy birthday, Danielle. I will definitely let her read all of these comments tomorrow. It will definitely make her day. Thank y'all so much. All things with a K said, happy birthday. Sharon said, hey, everyone. Hey, Sharon. Monique said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, sweetheart. Driven said, this kind of cold is terrible for lupus. I know, baby. And rheumatoid arthritis. I know. S. Marie said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, S. Marie. Sedona said, call me. I can mail her some of the snow. The sloth is so cute. Thanks, Alicia. Shamika said, my spirit animal, the sloth. Yeah. He's so ugly, he's cute. Heck, no, not the snow. Bonnie said, y'all got to let me take a drink. My throat's dry already. Alrighty, let me see. Playmaker Mama said, good evening, everyone. 6 below 0 here. Y'all are all welcome to all of my snow. I won't be able to sell anything outside this year. Oh, praying that it'll be gone within 2 weeks, baby. I sure pray it will. And Lord, I don't want to get it come then. I need to be careful what I ask. Lord Jesus, we are talking about tonight and in the morning. I'm not talking about I'm not leaving that as an open invitation. So let's get it this weekend and let it clear on up and be gone. Let me clarify. 3 Gems Production said, hello, everyone. I wish I could send her some of the snow we have. And y'all are gone. I just don't get it. I 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 don't know why this happens like this. Anyway, I'm just going to start right here. Dyra said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, baby. Princess J said, good evening, still classy, and all viewers. Happy icy Saturday evening. Well, welcome, baby doll. KB23 says, hey, still classy, and everyone. Hello, darling. Hello, Rachel. Baby, you've got some beautiful things going on up over there. Impressive Designs by Shawnee says, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you. Sweet Tea said, hey, Miss Classy in chat. We are snowed in again. Been snowing since morning. Oh, my goodness. Well, we're praying that will all be melted and gone by the 14th. Well, even before then, but definitely by the week of. Let's hope that. Hey, everyone. We're out eating, dropping off my like and hello. All right, sweetheart. Y'all, we had such a good time on Marie's live the other night. If y'all are not subscribed to her, Lord, you've got to subscribe to her. And she says she's going to start coming on more. She had my stomach hurting. I was laughing so hard, okay? She is hilarious. Y'all have got to join her channel. Donuts Craft Shop said, hello, everyone. Hello, baby, and welcome. Mama Showery says, classy. Kim said, hey, she's driving, and her sister won't let her text. We headed back to Orange. I hope she won't let her text. I hope she's not letting her text while she's driving. Hey, Keisha. Happy belated birthday, baby. Y'all definitely be safe out there. Driven said, Danielle, come get the snow in Maryland. Take squirrels, too. The spiders are frozen with me. Well, that's a good thing, though, Driven. Pamela said, tell Danielle to come to my house and hold lots of snow and still snowing. She would if she could, I promise you. Alicia said, me and my daughter took our shovel and had to break up the ice in our driveway. You can see the ice line. Chunks of snow. Looks like cheesecake. Only way we can picture it. Be careful out there. Sweet Tea said, Sean and Driven, it's not for us at all. Driven said, hey, Aunt Sean, any of us with autoimmune diseases should not leave the house. Princess J said, happy birthday, Danielle. Enjoy your day. Thank you, sweetheart. Inspirational gifts. Angela said, good evening, still classy in chat. Danielle, get some of this snow at my house. Unique expression say, good evening, still classy in chat. Is everyone keeping warm? Because I'm freezing out here in these streets. We're doing our best. It is cold. If it ain't nothing else, it's cold. I can tell you that. Hey, Leah, welcome in. Driven is giving Sweet Tea a hug. Driven says, can we get 60 thumbs up? Yes, come on, y'all. Are y'all behind in them thumbs up? Take that time to hit it, please. Hey, Be Pretty, welcome in, sweetheart. Just double tap your screen if you're on a cell phone, y'all. And if you're on the laptop, look for the little thumb that's sticking up, and hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. Like everybody said, it's free. It don't cost you nothing. Shant says, no, ma'am, I'm not even opening the door. Deborah said, hey, still classy. Hey, darling. Crafty is laughing. Harriet said, good evening, Miss Still Classy and Craft family. Hello. Expressions of Grace. Hello, baby. Hey, Still Classy in chat. Welcome. And thank you for the hearts, baby. Driven is laughing. Bonnie is laughing. Robbie is laughing. Brown grass. That was it, baby. That's all that's out there. Old news is funny news. Oh, it was hilarious. She had me rolling. I mean, I said it was as if she was in the Dollar General. Even had the Dollar General sign hanging up. You know, Auntie Ree is Kiana's little sidekick that makes the news. Kiana, I'm waiting on you to make one with Marie too. Now, if you can make mine up that far off, you've got to be able to make one up of Marie's live. Oh my God, she's so funny. She gave you plenty of news on that live last night. Kiana said, Aunt Deb, I had to give you some time. You weren't ready for me to put that out in the beginning, so I waited. Yeah, you're right. I was still kind of shell-shocked back then. Boy, that mess scared the pee-pee out of me. That dog was, good God, that was a big dog. And your impression of the dog looked very, very real. Thank you. I appreciate it. Especially your second video. That was about the size of him. Arnetta said, hello, still classy in chat. Loretta said, hello, still classy in chat. My surgery went well, and thank you all for your prayers. Well, praise God. I'm so happy to hear that. That is wonderful. Hey, Nessa, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome, welcome. Let me see. S. Marie said, Aunt Marie, don't forget anything. Bonnie is laughing. Sandra is saying happy birthday to Danielle. Nessa is saying happy birthday to Danny. Driven said, go subscribe to Kiana's Corner. Yes, there's her link, y'all. Go to her channel. You will love it. I love people that can make me laugh. That's what got me hooked on Shant's channel. That was one of my first channels I got hooked on, was Shant, because, oh my God, she can surely make you laugh. Oh, she definitely makes me laugh. And Marie is right up there with it. I laugh so hard on her live, and her laugh is just contagious. Let me see. TP Custom said, hey, y'all, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, darling. Driven said, just for me. Oh, I can't wait. Yep, just for you, per your request. Kiana said, happy born day, Danielle. I will make sure she reads all of these. Rosebird said, hey, Deb and chat. Blessings all. Hello, Rose. Hey, Queen. Welcome in, darling, and thank you for the hearts. Patrice said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Shamika. Hey, Jeanette. She said, hello, still classy in chat. Queen of Indiana said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, sweetheart. Alicia said, 121 watching and only 73 likes. Come on, y'all. What did I do? Did I make y'all angry? Come on, y'all. Hit that thumbs up for me. Driven said, California love. Miss Egotistical said, happy born day, Danielle. Enjoy your weekend, beautiful. Thank you. Driven said, there's no place like home. Driven said, thumbs up, please. Puddin' Pie said, hey, still classy in chat. Hey, sweetheart, welcome in, and thank you for all the hearts. Queen is laughing. Rosie said, blessed Saturday, classy and everyone. Back at you, darling. One Bon B said, happy birthday, Danielle, and many more. Yes, many, many more. And she's gone. Oh, God. I don't know where we're at. I don't know where we're at. but I'm starting here. Crafty Leo said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, sweetheart. Robbie said, whether people get paid to guess. Absolutely. Hey, LBE, welcome in, sweetheart. How are you doing? I know you're busy, girl. Gift Girlie said, hey, still classy in chat. Hello, darling. And thank you for the birthday wishes. LBE said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you. Playmaker Mama said, in Jesus' precious name. Yes. LBE said, hey, chat. Driven said, 6 below freezing. Cold. Bless you, still classy. Thank you, sweetheart. Blessed birthday, Danielle. Thanks, Robbie. I got plenty for everyone here in my area. Kiana said, S. Marie, Aunt Ree, don't forget anything. She sees all and hears all. It'll come up again. I believe it. Driven put Kiana's corner again. Deborah Burrell said, happy birthday, Danielle. She's so helpful to us. Yes, she is. She truly is. Auntie's Gift Basket said, hello. Hello, baby. Welcome. Creative Living. Hey, still classy. Hey, darling. S. Marie said, we actually got flurries 2 hours ago. I was shocked. I thought we were going to miss the snow in these parts of Florida, but we got a teaspoonful today. Did you want more than that, or are you happy with the teaspoon? Let me see. Driven is saying go subscribe to Wrap It Up. Yes, that's Marie's channel right there. The one that says Wrap It Up. She's the one I'm talking about. She is hilarious. She would keep you laughing. The minute she laughs, you're going to laugh. And she is just funny. Her and her husband are just a hoot. Brenda said, hey, still classy. Hey, darling. Vanita said, happy birthday, Danielle. Driven said, thumbs up, please. Creative Living said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you. Blessed and highly favored said, hey, still classy. And y'all in the chat, hello. Miss Didi said, hi, how's everyone? Hope you're keeping warm. Yes, we are. Yeah, it's freezing everywhere, darling. Kiana said, thank you, Driven. Tabitha said, hello, still classy in chat. Hello, baby. Kim said, hi, still classy and everyone. Hello, baby. King's Gift Basket. Hey, darling, welcome in. I hope y'all are hitting that like button as y'all are popping in, please, and thank you. Thank you, Blessed and Highly Favored, for the birthday wishes. Brenda said, happy birthday. Thank you, sweetheart. Tabitha, thank you. Driven, yes, all of them's called. Estelle, thank you. Driven, who else is freezing? Everybody. Kiana is laughing as Maria is laughing. Driven said, Aunt Ree, Aunt Deb called you a little sidekick. Driven always trying to start trouble. Always trying to start trouble. Alba said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Loretta. Blessed and Highly Favored said it's very cold here in Mississippi, but no snow. Okay. TP Customs is freezing. Driven said, realistic, Dollar General from the cart to the counter. Absolutely it was. Driven put Marie's link again. Let me see. Laura, okay, she retracted. King's Gift Basket said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, sweetheart. Driven put Kiana's again in case y'all missed it. Kiana said, nah, Aunt Ree is a little sidekick. She's, baby, wait a minute. Hey, she just got a hold of me, okay? So, yeah, I can say that. Driven, what is that? Driven is looking. Driven is laughing. Driven said, Mississippi is cold. Uh-oh. I don't know where y'all went again. No, I'm going to just start right here. I don't know where we at. A Touch of Elegance says, hello, everyone. If I missed you, y'all, I'm just trying my best to get through them all. Kiana is a little sidekick is sending me. I didn't mean it in a bad way. Y'all know we love some Auntie Ree now. Sharon said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, baby. Hey, Angela. She said, hey, classy in chat. Welcome in, sweetheart. Angela, I know y'all getting some, aren't you? I've been watching. See, we're in the dry spot. We're between y'all and y'all are getting it and we're not. That's just crazy. Harriet said, happy birthday, Danielle. Come on up to New York and you can have all. Now, I know my sister's in New Jersey. They are, shoot, they got so much. Let me see. Driven said, well done with the thumbs. Thank you so much. Well, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Alicia said 134 watching with 111 thumbs up. Good job. Let's get them up, she said. Carol said, happy birthday, sweet Danielle. Thank you, baby doll. Hey, Michelle. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, Auntie. Hello, darling. And happy birthday to Danielle. Thank you. Donna said, happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, sweetheart. Kiana said, Nola is freezing. We had to put our shorts away. This is wild. We're sending you northerners this cold back. Y'all can have it. It is friggin' cold. No lie. Let me see. Betty says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, sweetheart. Welcome in. Rosie said, happy birthday. Thank you. Bonnie said, driven, about to go to a party in a couple of hours. When I step out, I'm going to show the cold who's cold. Ooh, girl, you better keep your butt home. Driven said, laughing at S. Marie. Driven said, you leaving your house? Oh, no, no, no. DJ Davis said, hey, all. Hello. Bonnie is laughing. Charlie said, Marie was hilarious. Oh, my God, Charlie. I had not laughed that hard in a very long time. Oh, my, I was just laughing so hard. I love her to pieces. Michelle said, I heard it snowing in the Carolinas. Is that true? Not where I'm at. It's picking its spots, Michelle. It's picking its spots. Laura said, we made snow ice cream last weekend when it snowed, and now it's way too cold. The ice cream was great, but the 10 inches of snow can disappear now in southern Indiana. Right? I hear you. Hey, Sandra Leitner. Hey, Still Classing, everyone. I hope everyone is keeping warm. We are trying our best. And y'all left again. Just starting right here. Let me see. Oh, I think I already read that one. Yeah, the hilarious. Okay. Deborah said, hello, and be safe and stay warm. Driven is laughing. Carol said, yes, it's snowing in Supply, North Carolina. Jeanette said, hey, Laura, I love making snow ice cream. Driven said, southern Indiana is freezing. Wait a minute, snowing. Sherika said, hello, Still Classing, everyone. Hello, baby, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Michelle said, driven, I was in Maryland, but back in PA now. Driven said, ugh, it's freezing in Pennsylvania. My boss is from there and goes back every weekend. No way. Angela said, New York, 6 degrees today. And with that wind chill, and that wind is whipping out here. It's very cold here in Atlanta. Happy birthday, Danielle. Thank you, baby. Sedona said, can we please get 200 likes? Thank you, sweetheart. Driven said, what you go out there for? Why you driving in the craziness? Driven said, New York and Atlanta. Jeanette, you and Laura gonna make some tutorial videos. King's Basket said, it's snowing here in Myrtle Beach. I know it. I know it. That's not usual. That's rare. Sharon said, it's snowing here in South Carolina. Everybody but me. Everybody but me. Let me see. Yes, we have about 15 inches here in North Carolina. I know. Pamela said, I made snow cream about 30 minutes ago. Jeanette said, I will the next time it snows, but hopefully not until Valentine's Day. Often Occasion said, 15 inches of snow. Woo! Driven said, seems like an oxymoron. Ocean City, Myrtle Beach. Who was that? Rehoboth Beach? I don't know where that's at. Charlie said, the snow is falling heavy here in Virginia. With wind is about 5 degrees. Woo! Yeah. I just want a little. Just a little. Snowing in Myrtle Beach. What? I know, right, Michelle? Benita said, my brother is a Pennsylvanian. He said that it got down to 2 degrees today. Oh, Lord. Driven said Virginia Beach. Oh, gotcha. Yes, ma'am, Driven. Driven said something at Often Occasions. Okay. All righty, y'all. Whew. Let me see. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Driven said, Charlie, they better close everything next week, right? Let me move my little poor babies away here. My misfits. But okay, Driven, you asked for a purple basket. It's purple and red. Here is your purple and red basket that I made in the little boutique thing for you. And somebody last week had asked about a purse, and I said that I'd rather do one that wasn't as thick as that purse or a thinner bear. So this is what I did, and this was for Driven. So I thought that purse looked really, really cute in there. It's a Paris Hilton purse. and then just put some little body spray in there with a rose and tied a bow on it and put a balloon in there. But so Driven, that is for you, darling. Except it's not coming to you, but it is for you since you asked for it. So there's an idea on just putting a purse in it and you know and a pretty bow. So yes, you can do it with a purse. So I thought I'd make sure everybody saw it with a purse done the correct way. But anyway, y'all, I am LLCing this week, just like I did last week. Let me see. Hello, still clad balloon. Hey, balloon junkie, welcome in. How you blow up your balloon, Carol? I use a regular hand pump. I've got an electric one around here, but I just use my hand pump. Shant said, hey, sweet tea. Deborah said, absolutely beautiful. Thank you, baby. Kiana sending purple hearts. Driven says, me, yes, you. S. Marie loves it. Driven is laughing. Donna said, beautiful. Ivory kisses. Thank you for the hearts. Def and I said, nice. Thank you, baby. Kay says, beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. That is cute. Paris Hilton concept, Miss Classy. Thank you, darling. Bonnie said, super cute. Thank you, honey. Let me see. Okay. That is so cute. I would love that as a gift. Would you, Patrice? Thank you. Often occasion said, yes, we don't get snow here much, but I absolutely beautiful and well needed. Bonnie said, LLC activate, right? And so one of them super easy ones, but it's really cute. Driven said, I'll drive down there and pick it up when y'all get some sunshine. Kiana said, that is the Driven special. Yes, it is. It's for Driven. I love it with that purse. Thank you, Vanita. Kiana said, hey, Aunt Sean. Alicia said, beautiful. Thank you, baby. About the LLC, that purse. Yes, love it. Oh, you have that purse? Yes. It looks really, really cute. It really does. And it fits in there so nicely. It doesn't, I think I'm on my cord, but it doesn't smash it at all. Not at all. So, yep, super, super easy. Put your little body spray or whatever you happen to have in it and just go from there. But it is cute. And you can use any kind of purse. Just make sure that they fit together, whichever ones that, whatever plushie you put, you want to make sure that it, nothing is smashed. Bonita said, love it with that purse. Hey, Aunt Shant, beautiful. Julia said about the LLC. Estella said, hey, Shant, stay warm. Jeanette said, classy, I was finally able to get me some long stem roses. Now I need the sleeves. All right. Well, there you go. There you go. Got them roses. Have you ordered the sleeves already? Driven said, I need the purse. Benita. Often occasion said, beautiful concept as always. Thank you, darling. Princess said, beautiful with the purse. Thank you, darling. Driven said, I ordered the wrong sleeves, Jeanette. Oh, shucks. Sean said, hey, my beautiful niece at Kiana's Corner. Driven sending purple hearts. Falana said, very nice gift. Love the purse look. Thank you, baby. Loretta said, so beautiful. I love this concept. Thank you, Loretta. Auntie Shant, did you see the DG video of Aunt Deb at Kiana's Corner? Shant said, hey, Ed Estella. Hey, boo. Yeah, so anyway, let me try to get this because these are a little bit taller. I know Driven still uses them, Sapsucker still with something else. What in the world? Jeanette said, Driven still use them, Sapsucker still. Oh, no, you're talking about her sleeves. Driven said, now prom can't be prom because the weather's acting up. Y'all, I'm sure everybody watches Miss Claw Claw, right? So that is who we are. That is who I am, LLC, in this week. Of course, not with the same items, but with the same gift concept type of thing, okay? I haven't seen it, but I'm going to make it my business to see it. Shant says, oh, about the video. Yeah, it's so funny. Just in case y'all missed it, go see and subscribe. Yes, and there's her link again. So please, y'all go. How many of y'all saw the video from Claw Claw when she used the cubes? Y'all know I was going to have to do that because I needed to get some kids stuff together. Now I have to admit, y'all, when I first did this one, I screwed that first one up and almost threw it out the daggone house and everything else. But I think I had my top box a little too heavy and with whatever I had put in it. Now see, it's not doing it now when I'm doing this, but there was something either wrong with my box, my flaps or something. But when I had set my other cube up here, these little flaps right here, as you see, right there. I don't know if you can even see it in the thing, but you probably can't, but I could. And my flaps was hanging down on top of my plushie. And I mean, I had secured that so good. I put hot glue all up here so that my box would not slide. So I hot glued it and then taped it. Well, when I had to get back into it, because I didn't want to come up from the bottom because I still had to separate the two because I had to change the stuff out that I had in the top to be able to make it work. So anyway, it was a big old mess. I ended up cutting off my top and just putting the bottom. I'll show you. I said, I ain't throwing that daggone cube away, even though I had to remove the the daggone lid. I turned around and slid that cube that had this little stuff in it right down here in this little window bag and left the stuff identical that was in it and put it in a window bag. So I did not waste the cube, even though it's a kind of like a double little concept here. But you can always just throw some little stuff together in a window bag like that for a kid, y'all. They're just as happy with that little window bag and getting all that stuff. But anyway, these are the kind of concepts that I decided that I would make, like Claudia showed, where she stacked them and put stuff in the bottom and then stuff in the top. Now she put socks in the bottom and some candy in the top. Well, y'all know I had went really crazy on the Dollar General yellow dot stuff. I had showed y'all all that, but you know, things like this, things like these little bags, the jewelry, these, although I'm not putting these in the young kids, even though I know some of the young kids do have phones. I'm saving those for more of the little preteen and stuff. But you know, the little jewelry and hair barrettes and stuff like that, and these type of things. I've just got bins and bins of yellow dots and lots of jewelry and hair accessories and chokers and all of that. So I decided to pull out my penny items, and I have some socks. I could have did the socks, but I'm like, I'm going to take this opportunity to use up my penny items. And so if any of y'all have any penny items, this will be a perfect way to use them up. Let me see. Did I done? No problem. Can my Sean says driven. I'm going to. Alicia said I did. Jeanette said I know Amazon Prime is behind the weather is a killjoy. We're trying to get her to 1,000 subs. Yes, and you won't regret it. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing, baby doll? Did y'all make it to your destination? You ain't texting and driving, are you? I know you're not, because I know Keisha ain't about to let you do that. Estella said, I saw the tower using the 2 different sizes. Yes, well, that's what I'm doing tonight, using up yellow dots. Tawanda said, hey, darling. Driven says, 20 more thumbs up, please. Ooh, y'all getting close. Come on. So Def and I said, I did. It was very nice. I hope the time to make some. Yes. Once I realized what I was doing wrong, they were a breeze after that, Kimberly. But my first one was a nightmare. I almost gave up on my very first one. Oh, yes, that is too cute. Thank you. Oh, that's a good idea, Alicia. Alicia said, thank you, Driven. Driven put Kiana's link again. Jamie does it. Hey, baby, welcome. Kimberly says, no, I'm in Walmart getting her grapes. Okay, be careful out there, darling. Kimberly's already seen. Well, you haven't seen all of them, Kimberly. I did make more since the ones that I've showed you. So make sure you watch it later on. Alicia said, please don't forget to ring the classy doorbell. Yes, and thank you. Tell her I said, happy birthday, Kim, Driven said. You only getting grapes? You know you talking snacks around this girl. So anyway, y'all. some of the things that I used, I tried to pull out, like I said, stuff that I had. Now I have some of these little boxes. What did I do with the other ones that I got from the bin store? And some of them, they're like this. And so I had decided I was going to make some boxes up and put some candy on the side for the concepts, for some of the kids' concepts that I make up that I didn't want to put candy in, just in case they didn't sell for Valentine's Day or whatever. Or like I have, y'all remember I made up several kids' concepts in those cake boxes as well. And there is no candy in those. So I figured I would just, you know, fold these up. They fold up into just a real little small box. And I had told y'all, and I'll just put some candy in them and give that to them along with any gift like that they buy. But they also came with some with holes in them. Okay. And I'm not going to sit and put cello or open that up and tape it and all of that. I know I could. But I chose not to. So what I decided to do with mine is I opened it up. I put a little candy in there, so a few little chocolates or whatever. And then I put my little plushie in here to help take up the room of that. And also to hold my plushie kind of stable. Close the box up. Pull his little old head through the box. Poke his little old head out. And now I got some candy in there with a plushie in there, and I'm going to put that in there. And this is how much room it's going to take up in that little cube too. Now you don't have to do that, of course, if you don't have these little boxes, but you just put the plushie in. But I already had it, so why not? So that's one way that I'm going to use up these and put them into the little cube boxes, and you'll see what I did here by doing that. So I put them in a cube and I put candy around the cube. All right. And then I put all my little yellow dot stuff in there. See the earrings, the hair stuff. I've got the little bags back there. I've got rings. I mean, they are loaded with yellow dot stuff, all kind of barrettes and hair clips and rubber band stuff. And then I've got candy all around the top. More of the little rings, more candy in the back. As you can see, they are loaded. When I say loaded, I took advantage of getting rid of this yellow dot stuff, okay? So if you've got any of them little yellow dots, get them and put them in these little containers like that. Put your candies up on the top. If you've got any of the little hearts or whatever to decorate the front, it's whatever you've got. That's the time to be able to use it to get rid of this kind of stuff. And I know a lot of us have a lot of these yellow dots. Yellow dots. So I did that one. And then I did one that was more red. And I used a lot of the red items in that. And more hair barrettes, more little, different stuff. It's not the same stuff, but, it's just got a bunch of the yellow dot stuff in here. And I just loaded them. I mean, loaded. These are loaded, okay, with candy as well as with whatever I had in my yellow dot bin. So you don't have to put as much stuff as I did, of course. I just took that opportunity to do that in order to get rid of my yellow dot items. So that's what I did. All of them are a little different. All of them have a little bit different things in them. But, you're still getting the idea of what it is. Candy in the top, but you can do it either way too, because I ended up having to flip it and do it a little different on one of mine. So let me see here. Kimberly said, so cute, classy. Thank you, baby doll. Sedona said 166 watching. Can we get, yeah, well, when we get 200 people, we can get 200 likes. But right now, let's get 173 likes. Thank you, sweetheart. Crafty said twin. Alicia said 169 watching with 142 thumbs up. If you're just joining, good evening, everyone. If you've not, please don't forget to ring the classy doorbell, also known as the thumbs up. Thank y'all. Driven said, that's cute. That's the 4x4 on top. No, it's a 5x5. That is a 6x6 on the bottom and a 5x5 on the top. Now, what I did after my first one started sinking in, you can't see this one, so I left it This was along with the first one that I did, and that little flap is slanted down. But because I have that, what is that called? That hair barrette that you slide over the top of your head, it's holding that that flap up for me. So that's the only reason I did not undo that one. But that flap is tilted down. But as you see on the rest of them, I just wrapped a piece of cardboard or foam board. And once you put that over the top of your 6x6, it's holding all the corners steady and nothing tilts. So after doing that, if you're doing anything with any kind of weight on the top at all, if you don't mind the flaps hanging down, then fine. But if you do, you can just take the time to wrap a little piece of foam board and stick it up there the way I did. And then that distributes the weight evenly, and you have no trouble with your flaps falling down. Okay, so that's just what I decided to do to keep from having the flaps, you know, falling on me. She said, oh, okay, 5 on the top. Yes, 5. Let me see. Kiana said, super cute. Thank you, baby. Graduation ideas. Yep, sure can. Expressions of Grace says, very cute. Thank you. Driven said, yes. I would like help. No yellow dot, but I can work that out for Mother's Day. Oh, yeah, anything. Absolutely anything. I loved it when I saw her do it. So, but I thought yellow dots. Yes, ma'am. I can get rid of them yellow dots. Kiana said, beautiful. Nove is laughing. Driven said, yeah, graduation for real, for real. Beautiful color combinations. Thank you, baby. KOK said, beautiful. Thank you, darling. Excellent tip, Miss Classy, about those flaps. Yeah, I figured that out the hard way. But like I said, some people don't mind, but I can't stand it. I'm too much of a, whoo, when them flaps were hanging down in the middle there, I couldn't do it. I had to open it up. I can't do it. Miss Dee Dee said, love that concept. How do you get the balloons to stay up? Well, I've got a strip. This is the way that Claudia showed it too. But I just tied this up on each side, and at the top, I just wrapped the end of my balloon around and tape. And it's not standing straight up when you do that. But once you bring that cello up and gather it, you know, with your zip tie or whatever, and your bow, then that's going to grab the balloon and hold it up. So that's what grabbed it afterwards. Although I didn't even put shrink wrap on that one, and I was still able to get the balloon to stand up just from taping it and wrapping the bow around it. So you can get it to work, because that one over there to the left, I wanted to show you one without being wrapped as well. And then I also wanted to show y'all some without the balloon, because some of y'all don't have balloons and you don't plan to get balloons. So I also wanted to show you some without balloons as well. Let me see. Oh, here's one that I did not put a balloon with. And to me, they're just as cute. So it's not a big deal if you don't have a balloon. As you see, to me, I think it looks just as cute without it. So if you don't have a balloon, you don't have to. This is the one that was giving me the most trouble at the beginning. So I think I didn't have the candy on the top. I had a 3-piece Minecraft. So I did the Minecraft things that we got from Pop Shelf. Y'all, I don't know how many of y'all got them, but there was 3 different pieces. One is a charm, one is the piece, the other is this box. And it's a boy, so I didn't put a lot of the little girly stuff in the bottom for it. So I threw him, you know, just something that I thought boys would like, some chips and stuff. And I made a Minecraft one. And I didn't put a balloon on the Minecraft one. Let me see, I can't get over that way. I just did a green bow on it, and I think it looks just fine as a boy. So, let me push these back because I got something else to show. So anyway, like I said, as you can see, the 2 on the side don't have balloons. So if you don't have balloons and you don't plan on getting them, don't worry about it. They work fine. They're just as cute without the balloons. So let me see if anybody asks a question. Excellent. Yeah, I know. Me and Kimberly had talked about that, Alicia. about taping that down and then flipping it. But once you tape them down, then you're forced to put the stuff in from the bottom. You know, unless you're flipping the top up and making that your bottom, you can't build your basket because you have to still put that flap together. So how you gonna open it up and put the stuff in there and close? You can't. So the only way that you could tape them flaps and then go from the bottom is if you turned it over and made the top your bottom. And the other side has flaps too, just so you know. Let me show you. Where'd I put them at? Oh. That sounded like what I thought too. And I actually ended up, Lord, I done X'd out of the whole darn live. I actually ended up doing one of them on the side and had the two flaps on the side and put it on the top on one of them. So I've tried it all kind of ways, but I did one with the two sides like that, so I didn't have to worry about the flaps. And then you can still arrange your box, you know, from the side. So you can do it that way as well. I did. So I've done them all kind of ways. I played with them. But you can't do it, take the top down and then do it from the top, because once you open up that top, you've got two flaps here too. And now you're trying to get, how are you doing it? You can't do that. So the only way you can do it is if you don't want to have the flaps, is to use the flaps on the side and put them in that way and use this top. But this top still wanted to come in. It wasn't sturdy. Even with it taped, they're just kind of flimsy boxes, you know. So after I played with it all kind of ways, the easiest way I found was just putting a foam board or a piece of cardboard. That just took care of all my problems, and I didn't have to worry about anything else again. So that was much easier than for me to do it that way. Driven said, thanks so much for the thumbs up. Michelle said, Miss Kim, where's Mama? Miss Egotistical said, super cute. Thank you. I'm not on the struggle bus. I said, never mind. Oh, got it. Who you talking to, Driven? Kimberly said, she's in Walmart with me. Kiana's Corner said, hey, still classy, Kim, Keisha, and Mama. Hey, baby. Oh, she's saying hey to all of y'all. I don't know why I'm saying hey again. I've been talking to Kiana the whole time. Driven said, aha, hey, Mama. But anyway, and now for another, this is Kimberly's, okay? Well, no, before I get to the one that Kimberly's still doing a tower with hers, but I decided to do a single with it. But also when we went to the pop shelf, I don't know how many of y'all got these as well, but did y'all get any of these for $1 when they had that toy sale for $1? These toys here. Because I was struggling for boy stuff. And I was seeing these and I thought, well, dang, these are about the same size as that 6x6. I'm going to go ahead and just use that as my base and do the same thing using these boy concepts. So that's what I did. I just grabbed those toys that we got from Pop Shelf and used that as my base and put my candy on the top of that one and stuck a bow in there and then turned that into one of the concepts. So if any of y'all have got any of them little, the little boy concepts from Pop Shelf, those work perfect and you don't have to use a cube or anything. You're just using that as your base and putting the top on that and you've got you another little boy concept. And then the other one was kind of skinny. And so the 5x5 was too big for the top. So I turned around and put the candy on the bottom and the slimmer one up on the top on that one. So as you see, these work perfectly for some little boy concepts. So if y'all got anything like that or similar to that, or actually got some of those from Pop Shelf, those make perfect towers as well. To just go ahead and put some candy in it. And now you got a boy toy and you now got another boy concept. So lots and lots of ways to use these things that are working out really, really good. So let me see. And now I know Kimberly had told me to use up my little spa stuff. And because I had a lot of these that I got from Dollar Tree. And I didn't want to make another tower with these because a lot of the candy to me with the girls just when I was trying to go more for the team, it just looked a little kiddish. Even though I know we had talked about just leaving out the cutie pie ones and still putting candy in, but I went ahead and just made a few of the actual single boxes, and I used up our bath gift sets. And that was Kimberly's suggestion to go ahead and use these in there to get rid of these. So I just made some of these in single cubes. And you could do that with that or any of your um, little spa stuff or whatever. And since these are all wrapped in plastic, I didn't have a problem going ahead and just throwing some, candy off to the side because it's not touching any of the candy or anything. So I did go ahead and throw some candy and a loofah and stuff in there. But I made that one just into a single cube. And that can be more for the preteen kids or girls or whatever. So that is what I have been working on with my kid stuff. That's how I'm doing some of them. I've got several more of the pop shelf things. Like I said, for the boy toys. So I'll put a few more of them together. I have some more of the little Minecraft toys back there in the back. But if you don't, whatever kind you have is what you use. Like I said, you can definitely do like Claudia did and use the socks. But we've all been talking about trying to use our inventory. If you got socks, use them. If you got toys, use them. Whatever we got, these are the perfect containers to get rid of whatever you have for whatever age group you're trying to go for. Let me see. Hey mama, Driven said. Michelle said, Kim, tell her she has a distant daughter that loves her. Yes, and I'm right here. I'm right here. I know you're talking about you, Michelle, but no, ma'am. I've done adopted her. I think we all have. I'm just picking at you. Sonia said, hey, everyone. Hey, Sonia. Driven said, whoever said I was on the struggle bus. Somebody said you were on the struggle bus? I know you're going to go back and find out who. Kiana said, Driven, I know, sugar. Driven's rolling her eyes. Carol said, I have no kid stuff. I didn't have, I got bubbles and stuff like that, but I got so excited when I saw Claudia because I knew I was putting yellow dot stuff. I've got so many yellow dot things. I knew that's what I was going to do. Let me see. I don't have toys, Alicia said. Driven is looking. Kiana said, Aunt Ree said it, Driven. Aunt Ree said it. Who gonna pop Aunt Ree? Driven said, oh, Alicia said, that is so cute. Margaret said, I had to come in the house. It's cold in Texas. It's 28 degrees with wind chill of 18. We ain't used to this. I know it. Andrea said, hello, still classy and all beautiful basket making queens. Hello, baby, and welcome in. Sedona said, Easter concepts. Oh, yes, Sedona, I've already said I've got all kind of little Easter. I'm doing the exact same thing. Once I use up my, but I have a bunch of the, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called now. The baskets that I got from Target. What are they called, LBE? Where are you at? Anyway, I've got a bunch of baskets, and y'all know I have to do my Frisbee concepts. But along with that, I will do some of these for Easter. Definitely for the teens. Definitely for the teens. That's the kind of stuff I'll be making for the teens. So let me see. Crafty Leo said, not a boy toy. Yeah, it's a boy toy. It's a boy toy. Benita said, I love it. I have some of those top toys in cubes, right? For 49 cents. Yes. And they're perfect. You don't have to turn around and buy one of the cubes. And then again, I don't know if you had any, but if you had gotten any of these boxes or anything, you could have turned right around and put them on top, of whatever and use that as your top tier or even on top of the top tier. I could have done a 3-tier, as you see, if you wanted to do 3 things and then top it with this and put a bow on that or whatever. I mean, you can do it however you want to do it. Take it up as tall as you want to take it. Take it down as short as you want to take it. It's up to you. what kind of design you're trying to make or put in it. Let me see. You can also use a cube. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Benita said, I love it. Okay, I have that. Rachel said you could also use the cube, LOL, surprise boxes we got last year and use as your bait. That's right. That's right. Any of that stuff. That's what I was saying with them boxes. Any of those things that's strong enough to use as your base, use it. You know, it's kind of like doing the toy bundle going up. You know what I mean? It depending on what you're using it for. So, but yeah, it's whatever you got and however you want to use it. Who is that little green fella in the corner? What green fella in the corner? Oh, back there, that's the Minecraft. That's my Minecraft one. That's Amari's favorite one. I don't know if you can see it back there. But he's a Minecraft, and down on the bottom is a green dinosaur. I just kept the theme green. Is that what you're talking about? That's the only green I think I have in the corner. But he's Minecraft. Now, there's a 3-piece Minecraft in that box. So, done. Alicia said yes. Margaret said, okay, I read that. Crafty Leo said those are all super nice. Thank you, sweetheart. Kay said Minecraft, Miss Margaret. Yep. Benita said, Rachel, thanks. I'll use those too. Yes, y'all. Whatever you have, that'll work. That's the whole F1. Yes, Kim. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Oh, Squishmallow baskets. There's my girl. She's listening. Yes, I got tons of the Squishmallow baskets. So that is, I have to use them up first for sure. But I will definitely be doing these for Easter for my teens for sure. Crafty said, I'm taking notes. I may have more than 4 gifts to sell. There you go. I'm sure you will. Triple N Gifts said, beautifully designed, still classy. Thank you, sweetheart. Betty said the preteen gift. Yes. And use what you have, whatever, our shorter cocoa ones, the cocoa that a lot of people didn't like the smell of, you can use those in here. Throw your loofah in there. Throw some of our little face wipes in there. Some little makeup for the girls. Whatever you have, these are just perfect for throwing your stuff together. Just throwing your stuff in there, whatever you've got left, that is a perfect way to start using up our inventory. So let me see. Charlie said, okay, Ivory Kisses, thanks for the tip. I've been getting Minecraft stuff. Get it, y'all. That brand is expensive. Oh, yes, absolutely. And all of my Minecraft stuff came from $1 for that dollar sale at Pop Shelf. Let me see. Hey, Driven. I'm in South Carolina, and it's 24 degrees here. Let me see. Driven said, must have been that last live stream I did. Okay, y'all, do we have the lights matching? I can't see unless I refresh, and then I'd lose y'all's messages. So if any of y'all are just coming in and you haven't subscribed, please take the time and hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when I come on every Saturday at 7 Eastern. Or if I do a pop-up during the week, which isn't very, very often, but you never know. But if you're subscribed, you would know. So take the time to hit that button. But hitting the like button tonight would be greatly appreciated. Betty said, hey, Drew. Okay, I read that. Driven said, must have been the last. S. Marie said, I'm so loving these kids' preteens gifts. I know, right? Yep. I am so thankful that Kimberly said about putting these little things in there because I've got a bunch of them. So I thank Kimberly for that suggestion. Let me see. S. Marie said, I'm so loving. Yes. Graceful Gifts by Sandra said, hello, still classing everyone. I hope everyone is staying warm and safe and still classy. Your gifts are really nice. Driving, so not chatting. Yes. Thank you, baby doll, and be safe. And LBE reminded me those are the Squishmallow baskets that I have and will be using first and foremost to get them out my shed. The Frisbee thing you did last year sold well. Yes, yes, they really did. And they're so easy to put together. But you know what? Thank goodness I still have some Frisbees left over because I didn't find any Frisbees this year at the stores. You know how they had friggin' hundreds of them last year, the year before, or whatever? I didn't find any Frisbees this time around afterwards, after any of the holidays. So I'm glad I still have some Frisbees left, or I wouldn't be able to make them. Let me see. Driven said, let's get this live up to 200, please. Yes, please, and thank you. Bonnie said, LBE, where you at? LBE said, sorry, we just got home from the vet with Max. Had a small scare. Oh, no. But he's good. Well, thank goodness he's good. Oh, no, LBE. You know I'm going to be calling you after the live. Poor Max. Well, thank goodness he's fine. Lord. Benita said, hello, Crafty Leo. Patrice said, they will be looking for kids' gifts. Now, see, Patrice, they weren't looking for kids' gifts last year for me. They were not. So I'm hoping that they're looking for some this year, because especially with the ones that I have cutie pie in and the Valentine stuff, because they were not coming to my table for kids stuff. That is not what they were looking for. Women is what they were looking for. So I'm really hoping, because last Valentine's Day, they were not. That was not the crowd that was coming. So I hope they do this year. Let me see. Alicia said we're at 189 watching and 162 thumbs up. Please don't forget to ring the classy doorbell, also known as the thumbs up. Thank y'all. Donna said, too stinking cute. Will definitely LLC for Easter. Yes. KOK said, praying for Max. Absolutely. S. Marie said, prayers for Max and his parents. Glad he's okay. Driven said, Max. Crafty Leo said, don't be doing that, Max. You probably made him mad, LBE. He said he'll show y'all. I'm glad everything's okay with him. Harriet said, Miss Still Classy, are those pull bows you are using? Almost every one of them are pull bows, except the green Minecraft one I made, the red one over here I made, the red one over here I made. If it's pink, that light pink, those are the pull bows. All the other ones I made and put on. So half and half. Half are and half aren't. So let me see. Michelle said, LBE, what's wrong with Max? Let me see. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome in, baby. Let me see. Michelle said, we should be at 200 likes. We have over 200 watching. Yes, y'all, please. Y'all want me to beg? I'll beg. Let me see. Margaret said, I didn't get any Minecraft yet. Maybe for Easter. I still haven't made my heart lollipops yet. Donna said, what I missed? What's wrong with my buddy Max? Let me see. Go back the other way. I'll check with your local Michael stores, because they had the Squishmallow slippers at 70% off. And that is part of the holiday clearance. Good to know. Nessa said, I got a few freebies. Freebies or Frisbees? You got a few Frisbees? You did after the holidays? You got some Frisbees? Hello, Blooms. Welcome in. Nove said, hope Max feels better. Let me see. Michelle is speaking. Betty said, still classy. How do you have your balloons on? Just underneath the little, on this one, I just tied it onto the thing. That's my bow. Now the balloons, you just bring the thing up around it and tie it. Bring your, I left this up high to keep the balloon to stand up a little bit better. So I left my my ponytail a little bit higher. But you just bring your bow up, your bag, or I used actual roll. Bring it up, and when you gather it together, after you have already taped it, I wrap it one time under this little thing here and tape it. And then once I gather my bow and my cello it makes it stand up. So you just have to mess with it just a little bit. Make sure it's good and, you know, sturdy where it's at. Let me see here. We'll catch the replay. Okay, Rhonda. Ivory said, Miss Betty, just tape to the box. Driven said, for everyone coming in, don't forget to check out Aunt Deb's feature on Kiana's channel and subscribe. Yes, go on over there and watch her joke me, y'all. She did a little joke news thing on me being scared of that dog that came into Dollar General. And yes, I was very scared. Let me see. Charlie Shop says Walmart has Frisbees for 98¢. All righty, that's good to know. Claudette says, love them. Thank you. Cheryl said, I'm LLC and Nessa on the large clear cake boxes. I put the bears on top. Boy, I tell you, LLC and Nessa, that's some big shoes to fill right there. I tell you, that woman is amazing. So, let me see. Driven said, if you missed Marie's live stream, yes, y'all, check out her last live. Y'all will see what I'm talking about making you laugh. There's her link as well. Please subscribe and go check her out and watch her very last live. Hilarious. Driven said 25 more likes. We're almost there. Come on, y'all. Y'all getting there. Appreciate y'all. Betty Dindy said, thanks. Mine keeps leaning. Yeah, but as you see, that's all I did was I twist my balloon first to try to make sure the air doesn't come out. Put a little bit of tape around after I've twisted mine. Now, you don't have to. That's just me. And then I put it up underneath that little thing here. Bring it up around, and then I tape it. I taped it actually on both sides. And then it was on there good with the tape from just going under that. But then when I bowed it and put my cello around it and gathered it, it held it on up. And then, like I said, I normally wouldn't leave my ponytail this long, but the pink polka dot looks pretty anyway. So I just went ahead and, you know, left it long to help make sure that the balloon is kind of, you know, has that little stability there. I'll try to make them easy, Nessa said. You try to make them easy, she said. Woo, Lordy. She's good. That's all I got to say about it. She's good. Let me see. Driven said, is that right, Nessa? Nessa said, thank you, Classy. Honey, baby, if the shoe fits, and it fits. Creative Couture said, just subscribe to your channel. Thank you for that, baby. Driven said, and we try to LLC. Michelle said, if you LLC Miss Nessa or Wendy, you're a professional. I agree. They're basket creators. Absolutely. They certainly are. Never in a Million said, hey, everyone, just finished my last bow for the evening. I've been listening the whole time, just working away. Well, you keep right on working, my friend. Good to see you. Kiana said, easy, Nessa. Oh, okay, we see. Driven said, hey, never in a million. Driven said, facts. Cheryl said, Ivory, I did Wendy's Easter character cars. Y'all tough. Y'all tough now, because they definitely tough. But, and there's some more things that I have found that I had gotten from the bin store I need to pull out, that I need to make some gifts up. Remember these I had showed y'all I'd gotten from the bin store? It comes with the little makeup and the bedazzled stuff and the little booklet and stuff like that. I have a bunch of these. That one's actually out of the plastic. The rest of them are wrapped in plastic. And I need to get some of these little things in. These would be easy to go in Easter or Valentine gifts. So when I make these up, I won't put Valentine candy in them. In case for some reason I have them left over, I will definitely carry them on over for Easter. So I have a bunch of these little things here that I'm going to put in. And I also have these that I got from Hobby Lobby. Now these, I know some women do like doing these bedazzled things, but you know, I look at them for like Danielle and Amari both love to bedazzle. So I had gotten these lips back from Hobby Lobby, and they come with all the glue and all the jewels and all to bedazzle the lips like that. And I'm not putting that in with younger girls. I'm trying to lean that toward the preteen and teens. As a matter of fact, y'all, I've already made Danielle up a basket with one of these because she loves to bedazzle. So this is just a basket I'm going to wrap up for Danielle, but I'm also going to do multiples of them because I think it really turned out cute for a teen gift. Um, so this is how I'm doing this, but this one's going to be Danielle's. But anyway, they go really, really good with that Ollie's. Remember the Ollie's stuff that we got? Tasha had told us about that Ollie's set, and I ran out and got them. And LBE talked me into getting a lot more than I was gonna get initially. So, but if you've got any of these lips, and you've got any of those Ollie sets, and you've got any of those little phone holders, and then that's a little makeup brush or whatever, and stuck a little rose, and she loves little bedazzled pink, so I did her, a bow up with that, the little um, pink ribbon that we got from Walmart. That's what I'm going to put on it. Yeah, Alicia, right. Danielle, I had to do her up a pretty bow like that because she loves her some pink. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to put on that. But even after I give her that tomorrow, that's what I'm going to make up these little lips with, is with, because I've got several more of those phone holders over there. I've got plenty of these little hearts, and I've got about 12 sets of that pink Champagne Wishes set. And I thought those looked really good together. So that's what I'm going to set up and do some more. And I'm not going to put any Valentine candy in there just in case, they need to carry over to Easter. They definitely could. Just because they have some pretty lips in there doesn't mean it has to be for Valentine's Day. I know I'm whispering because Danielle, she ain't studying me, but I still have to whisper because I don't want her to know. But that's just one of her many gifts that she's getting tomorrow. But she loves pink, so I wanted her to do up a pink basket, and she loves to bedazzle. So, let me see. Did it do? Okay. All right. I did Wendy's truck, and it was amazing. Cheryl said, LLC still classy. Also, you ain't left out, still classy. Oh, well, if y'all LLC me, it's easy. Okay. I know when y'all LLC me, it's because it's easy, because what I do is easy. So even if you want to take it up a notch, you gonna find anybody can LLC me. I'm not out of anybody's class. Okay. Even the beginners can do what I do. So let me see. Honorable mention, Driven said. I remember that, Driven said. Yes, I'm an honorable mention. Second last thought. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I know I don't put out stuff like Wendy and Nessa. I don't even attempt to. I don't even attempt to be that way. I'm all about easy over here. Y'all know that. Playmaker Mama said, I watched Nessa and had a nervous breakdown trying to build one of her baskets. I'm going to stay in my lane. she she is definitely next level. I will give her that. Michelle said, now that's a bedazzle project. I ain't got me either, but Danielle will. Oh, she's going to be so ready for that. She's going to be so ready for that. Kiana said, Bestie, what did I do? I've been hiding, minding my own business. Let me see. Driven said, aw, Danielle. Driven said, make sure you show us her gift tomorrow. Oh, you mean once I get it wrapped? Alicia said that bow. Yeah, I had to make my baby a special little bow. Cheryl said, LBE was my first one I LLC'd. Kiana said, she's a good one to LLC. Kiana said, hey, Sedona. Michelle said, Kiki, them videos joking auntie with the dog got me in tears, right? It's the truth, though. That's how it was. especially the one where it showed me behind the counter, because baby, I was behind that counter with that cashier. I didn't see no lips. Bo is banging. Thank you, Driven. Charlie said, Miss Classy, did you get the Onyx nail kits from Dollar Tree? They would go great with those lips. I did not get any nail kits. I got the files. Um, where I had the little, I don't know what I did with it. I had it over here too. I've got the little file thing. You know, I've got some of these. But I've got that I could still, you know, stick back in there somewhere too. But so I do have those. Let me see. Where was I at? Kiana said, hey, Vonnie. Driven said, LOL. Where did that go? Oh, God. I don't even know where that went just that quick. Jeez Louise. Charlie said, Miss Classy, did you get the... Okay, that's where I'd left off at. Okay. Aunt Deb is whispering. I love that bow with sequins. I do too. It turned out really pretty. Thank you, baby. Michelle said, I remember when I was little, my mom had a phone that looked like this. Oh, really? Yes, I remember phones made like that too. I sure do. Driven said 20 more likes. Come on, y'all. Set apart. Rhonda said, that's cute. Thank you, baby. Driven said 14 or 15 tomorrow. 15. 15, y'all. Cheryl said, still classy. That bow is bowing. Thank you, sweetheart. Loretta said, Driven, New Jersey 15. Is that what that means? Kiana said, Bestie, I did not joke, Auntie. I was showing her story. She told it and I showed it. That's right. I didn't take it as joking me, baby, because that was definitely me. I was actually a little worse than that. So she actually was kind to me on that one. She would love that basket. Thank you, Vanita. Hey, Hope, how you doing, baby doll? She said, your ribbon is so cute. She's going to love this gift. Thank you, baby. Morris said, that is so cute. She's going to love it. Thank you, darling. Alicia said she's going to pass out when she sees it. DJ said, what does LLC? I know y'all have already said that. Y'all have already answered her. I know Still Classy is the bomb. Love her LLCs too. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. Sandra says, okay, learn and copy. Listen, learn, and copy. Look, learn what order does it come in? Anyway, y'all, it just means to watch somebody and copy it because you liked it. Still Classy, you are amazing. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Oh, honey, if y'all trying to make me feel better, I know I ain't up there with Nesta and Wendy. I don't even try to be, y'all. I don't even try. We all got our own lane, and I know what my lane is. And my lane is easy, classy concepts. That's my lane. Doing something as classy as I can get it and as basic and easy as I can get it. That's my lane. It don't hurt I love seeing other people go and go to those next levels with their concepts. I love it. They are so talented. But thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Cheryl said, well, Still Classy, you make Dollar Tree look like the high class stores. Thank you, baby. And that's my goal, darling. That is definitely my goal, is to take inexpensive items and make them pretty. And that's what I do. So Gift Girlie said, we love easy. Such cute concepts. Thank you, sweetheart. I know. There's my girl, Katrina. Hey, beautiful Deb. Y'all, Katrina called me today. We've been missing her. She said she's going to start popping back in, y'all. Everybody say hey to Katrina. The Crafty Corner with Katrina. We all love you, baby doll. We miss you bunches. Miss V said, that's beautiful, Still Classy. Thank you, baby. Sandra said, LOL, I was thinking listen, learn, and create. Same difference, baby. It all means the same thing. Bedazzling is a good mental relaxation. I guess that depends on who you talk to, Alicia. I know a lot of people that love it. I don't have the patience for it either. The lips came from Hobby Lobby. They came from Hobby Lobby, and they came. In that I turned it around because I knew it was going to be her stuff. So I switched it around where all this stuff wasn't showing, in the front. Um, and even on the front like that, I didn't want that bedazzled sticker up there either. I wanted it to look like that. So since it was going to be hers, I went ahead and opened it and moved the stuff on the bottom and to the back so that, you just saw the pretty shaped lips and not all the bedazzled stuff. And I'll make sure to let everybody know that it is a bedazzle, or maybe have one, at my table to show what all was in it. Katrina said, love the lips. Thank you, baby doll. Never in a Million said they done confiscated my glue gun permit. I can't do nothing with a tape measure or a glue stick. I admire I admire them too, but I don't have it. I'm not crafty. I'm not like that at all. If I have to cut something and measure something and it ain't for me. I don't have the patience for it, y'all. They be woo. Well, I ain't got to explain them. Y'all have seen them. They are next level with their stuff. And let me see. Ellie Gift says, I love Claudia's towers and I love these two, classy. Thank you, baby. Yeah, and everybody's tower should be what they have. You know what I mean? If you've got any of the stuff and you like it and you want to make one, fine. But take that opportunity, like I said, to use what you have and put them in there. Because these boxes are perfect for that, and they're perfect for Easter as well. They're going to be perfect for Easter for sure. Let me see. Everybody's saying hey to Katrina. Nessa said, ain't nothing easy about your concepts, Miss Deb. You just make it look easy. Say what? Oh, mine are easy, baby. Thank you, but they are easy. I'm just really good with matching things together and coordinating colors together, and doing stuff like that. Now that's my niche. I can visualize something. I can see something in a store and know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I can put, like you say, I can take really inexpensive items, group them together and make them look really pretty. That's my niche. Everybody's got one, and that's my niche. So, let me see. Cheryl said, I love this community because they allow us to see an LLC and gain knowledge. Yes, everybody is wonderful. And everybody, triggers your thoughts and, oh, I know what I'll do with that. Just like with the bouquet bags with LBE and then what it triggered me to do. And then, with Claudia now, with the stacking the cubes. Oh, I know what I'll do with that. Just like when y'all see me, you'll get a basic idea of something, but then you're going to put your own twist on it. That's what we do. Well, that's what we should do, and it's okay. Even if you do an identical down to a T, if you've got the items, but if you don't, use the items that you have, and put your own twist on it. And you'd be surprised. Some people might, you'd be able to help someone else with your twist, Every time anybody sees anything different from somebody else, somebody is saying, oh, I've got that. I didn't have what Classy had, but I have that. You know what I mean? So don't not show something because you think it was similar to someone else, because similar is not the same. Just like Claudia just made these gorgeous, and mine are cute too, but they're not the same. So you take what you get your hints off of someone else and then use what you got and make it yours, and then we just, that's what we do. And then we thank each other for, ooh, Lord, thank you for, for making me think of this or think of that or whatever, like Kimberly would, girl, use up these bath sets. Don't you have a lot of them bath sets from Dollar Tree? Yes, ma'am, I do. And I sure am going to use them too, So we learn from each other constantly. Let me see. Benita says, Katrina, everybody saying hey to Katrina. Veggie said, rated E for me. I love all levels. Absolutely. We love them all. Even if it's things we don't do or can't do, we enjoy watching and supporting, you know, and getting ideas, because even if we think we can't do something or it's too intense or too, time consuming, we can get something from that idea and say, I can't do all that, but I can do this with it. So we turn it into our level, you know. Driven said, I like the way you did it with the lips. Thank you. Yeah, not showing all the bedazzled stuff. Yeah, I didn't like it showing all the bedazzled stuff. But like I said, I'll have one on my table to show, what the lips do have. Let me see. Gift Girlie said, yes, miss you doing your weekly live. Yes, we miss Katrina. Boo boo. Driven, kisses, veggie, retracted. Sedona said 5 more likes. Is that what we need, y'all? Y'all are awesome. We need 5 more for 200, y'all. Somebody in here hadn't did it and don't mind hitting it for me. I appreciate y'all so much. Nessa said, I'm over here dying. Classy is like, nope. That's it. Nope. Let me see. Katrina said, Gift Girlie, they put me on call on my live nights, Den of Demons. We love you, Katrina. Katrina said, Sedona, hey, love. Gift Girlie said, Katrina, laughing. Katrina says, Veggie Woman, hello, beautiful. Cheryl said, my daughter's father passed last week. I'm being strong for her. We've only been divorced for 2 years, but been busy keeping my mind off for now. Prayers, please. Prayers, Cheryl. Yes, Lord. We definitely pray for you, for comfort for you and your daughter, darling. That's tough. We will definitely be lifting you up in prayer, baby doll. We sure will, honey. I'm so sorry to hear that. Condolences, baby doll. I'm sorry to hear that. Prayers for strength, though, darling. You'll get through it. Stay in prayer. God will definitely, he'll help you get through it. What is
snowing.
It?
Like,
it's snowing?
Yeah, you can see it on the road.
Yay! Good job. See? They are jumping up and down, y'all. It's snowing. Hopefully it stays. Oh my God, they're jumping all up and down in the house. They getting their snow, y'all. Let's pray it continues to come down. Let me see. Katrina said, those are so beautiful. Well, thank you, sweetheart. Oh, y'all, it's gone now. Okay, let me see. Thank y'all for using y'all's brains. I'm grateful. Kiana, you do beautiful concepts. Beautiful. Sandra said, hey, Katrina. Styles by Miss Angie said, sending sincere condolences, Cheryl. Yes, yes. Loretta said, Cheryl, praying for your daughter and your family. Michelle said, hubby watching with me, and he said, Auntie, everything is beautiful, and condolences to Miss Cheryl. Tell him thank you, baby. Tell him we appreciate him. LA Gift Solutions said, where did you get those pull bows? They look more high end than most. Actually, those came from Temu, and I had ordered some blue or green. I don't remember what color, but they sent me the complete opposite color of what I ordered, and this was them. And they told me to just keep them. I didn't order them. I don't even know who sent them or why or the size or anything. I know they're not as big as my 6 inches, so maybe a 4 or 5 inch. I don't know. And they're kind of a mauve color, a mauvey pink color. But they were sent to me by accident. That's not what I ordered. So, thank goodness I'm pulling them out and using them now. Let me see. Kiana said, sending prayers and condolences, Cheryl. Sedona said, 3 more likes, y'all. Let's go. 3 more. Driven said, I'm so sorry. Praying for comfort for both of you. Absolutely. Sandra said, sorry for your loss, Cheryl. May God be with you and your family. Blessed hands by Lillian. Good evening, still class, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Miss Lillian. How are you? Let me see. Driven 200. Yay! Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Katrina said, hey, graceful gifts. Driven said, Aunt Lillian. Alicia said, our heartfelt prayer to you and your family, Cheryl. Yes. Driven is putting snow. Yes. Nessa said, did you just say hopefully it stays, the snow? Not a bunch, Nessa. Not like what's at your house. Danielle was hoping for snow for her birthday tomorrow. So I just want to get a good ground covering out there where she can say she got her some snow. KOK said, my prayers are with you and your family, Cheryl. Katrina said, KOK hearts. Donna said, prayers to you and your family. Driven said, thank you, Timu. Right, exactly. Katrina said, prayer, Cheryl. Driven said, Danielle wanted snow for her birthday tomorrow. It's not like our snow. No, I don't want y'all snow. Alicia said, good evening, Lillian. Sedana said, with Nessa's Creations, just subscribe to your channel. Witness Creations. Oh, Witness Creations. Veggie said, prayers for Cheryl and daughter. Miss V said, I'm on the last wicked concept. Hallelujah. Good. All right. Now, you've been on them wicked for a minute there, girl. Driven said, you don't get to be snow selective, Aunt Deb. Obviously not. Obviously, I don't. But they're saying that the snow is the real fluffy snow. It's not the wet snow. So it's not like they're going to be able to build a snowman or anything. They said you can even take your blower and blow the snow away. That's how fluffy this snow is that we're supposed to be getting, which I pray we get. But they said you can actually use your blower. So that's my kind of snow. That's what I like, is something like that. They, of course, would rather have the kind they could get out there and make a snowman with. But Queen is sending prayers for you as well, Cheryl. So anyway, guys, that's it for tonight. Hopefully y'all got a couple of little more ideas from me and Miss Claw on using these cubes. Like I said, you can do them 2 high, 3 high, 4 high, 1 high. Also remember, if you've got any, toys on its own over there like that, you can pull them out and stack them right up on top of that. If you've got the bouquet bags, remember to put you a purse in there. If you've got a purse, they make cute little concepts. In the place of the candy or a gift set, you can use a purse. So all of these, y'all, is based on the things that we have and what you have. So always an idea to be had. Let me see. Baskets with Style said, hello, still classy in chat. Gave my thumbs up. I'm late to the live. I'll watch the replay. All right, baby doll. Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the like. Miss V said, I can send Danielle some snow from Chicago. Can I see your concept again? Came in late. Yeah, they're just the used up for Valentine's Day, the boys and the girls, and 1 level, 2 level. Just putting in whatever we have. These are for the teens, using little spa stuff. These are for the younger kids, using up all the little yellow dot stuff, the little jewelry and chokers and hair stuff, and putting candy all up top with some plushies and a Minecraft back there. And this is using the pop shelf toys. And that's another bouquet bag using a purse. And then over there is using up the bedazzled lips and the Ollie's cologne set. But that's all I have shown tonight, just so that you know. But like I said, any of these ideas here too are perfect for Easter. So if you don't do it now and you've already gotten all you need for kids now, is something to help remember to use for Easter as well. So, they will work just fine. Because in some of these, like the boys, as you see, I put in the Doritos and the drink boxes, our little icy slushies. I've got them in there. I only put that in only on the boys' ones because the girls, I put a lot more, candy that I thought looked more girl related, even though candy is candy, but the cutie pie stuff and all that. But just like we would at Easter, using the slushies, the snow cones, the Doritos, the chips, the fun dip, all that stuff. All that's Easter, stuff that we put in baskets as well. So these are perfect concepts to use for Easter or Valentine's Day for sure. Let me see. Do-do-do. Benita said, great live stream. Thank you, darling. Sedona said, great job, everyone, on the likes. Yes, I appreciate y'all. Driven said, thank you, everyone, for the thumbs up. Alicia said, beautiful job. Yes, y'all are fantastic. Sedona said, Sandra K, just subscribe to your channel. I know she appreciates that. Driven said, that's the table right there. Sold. Miss V said, they are so beautiful. Thank you, baby. Hey, Classy. Sorry I'm late. I was just posting my first basket making video on my new channel at Faith Creations. Looking forward to watching your replay. I haven't started on kids yet. All right, y'all. So there you go. There's another person you need to go over and support. Let me see. She's posting her first basket making video on her new channel at Faith Creations. All right, darling. I will tomorrow when I go back to, I wish I had my phone. Driven, screenshot that for me, baby. Because I have a hard time sometimes finding a certain chat. Can you screenshot that for me, at Faith Creations, so I know to go over there and take a look at that for me? Please, please. Driven said slushies. Right, I knew that would get your attention. Kay said, I will be saving this live to come back to. Thank you. You're so welcome, baby, and thank you. Let me see. Let me see. Shimakula Lumpkin. I'm a new basket maker, and I love when y'all say LLC. But how do some people give you ideas and then say on Facebook you are copying them when we are all in every state? I get offended if you're showing your work. Why get offended if we're showing your work? I can't imagine anybody getting offended. When you put something on YouTube, you're putting it on there to share your ideas. So if you don't want your item to be shown, YouTube's probably not the best place to put it. You know what I mean? People come to YouTube to get suggestions. If you want to know about a Valentine gift, you come to YouTube and you type in easy Valentine gifts or Valentine gifts or Valentine gifts for kids or whatever. So that's what YouTube is. It's a channel that teaches you how to do things and to give you ideas. So I don't know why anybody could possibly get offended. It's not real smart, to be honest. If you put something out here, you're putting it out here and giving people permission to copy it. Or why are you putting it out here? That's kind of silly to me. I mean, to sit here and show, look what I made, y'all, but I better not see it nowhere. Like I could stop that anyway. You know what I mean? That's just ridiculous. So if you don't want it shared or copied, don't put it on YouTube, because that's why people come. And not just this community, just the general population. That's what they use YouTube for. Is to, go figure out how to do something, how to learn how to do something. So I don't know, baby. Some people are different. That's the ones we say pray for. These are so nice and versatile. Thank you, Lady J. Let me see. Driven said, you're welcome. I will subscribe to your new channel as well. Sedona said, just Trisha, just subscribe to your channel. Driven said, don't get offended. Everyone is different. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason. You can't get offended on, I guess you can, but that's a very stressful thing. If you post something on YouTube and if you saw somebody else post it, that they made it, I take it as a compliment. I'm going to be honest with you. If somebody likes something that I did enough to make it themselves, I take it as a compliment. I'm on here to show y'all what I've come up with or what I'm doing. So for you to say, hey, classy, I like that, that's a compliment to me. If I never saw anything that I put on here on anybody else's channel, it would kind of hurt my feelings, to be honest. I would think, dang, don't nobody like what I do. You know what I mean? But it's all a mind thing. It's how you look at things too. I take it as a compliment. I definitely don't take it as an insult or how dare they copy me. And you know what, y'all? And I get it that you think that you're the first person that came up with something. And you may have come up with it on your own in your own head, but that also doesn't mean somebody else hadn't already done it. You know what I mean? Because Sean says that all the time. Ain't nothing never been done before. You might not have done it before, and you might think you came up with it first, but there's a very, 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 very good chance that somebody else did it almost exactly before. You just happened to come up with the idea and put it out there, you know, and somebody else may have done it and you didn't even see their live or you didn't even see their video. And now that person's mad saying, you know, good and well, they got that from me and they didn't give me no credit for that. Who's to say they even saw it? I'm being a little vain thinking everybody watches my channel all the time. I mean, that would be nice, but there's a very good chance that somebody did something that looked very similar to me. And why would I get mad? Because they may or they may not have seen my channel. We can't always assume that somebody watched our channel. You know what I mean? Now, sometimes, yes, you know they were in there and then they're going to take it or whatever. Get over it. Life's too short to let something like that upset you, y'all. We can't. I mean, there are people laying in the bed praying for their next breath, okay? There's real things to worry about in this world, and it ain't did somebody give you credit or not give you credit, okay? We got to learn to let that kind of stuff roll off of our back and just say they liked it. That's cool. I'm glad they liked it. You know what I mean? Or maybe they didn't see my live, you know, and just go with it, y'all. There's so many other things to be stressed about, and that ain't one of them. So let's just all make baskets the best that we can, the most beautiful way we can. If you saw it on somebody's live and they inspired you, yeah, it'd be nice to mention them. That's just a nice thing to do, you know. But if they don't let it bother you, y'all. It is not that serious, you know. Just get on there, do what you love to do, share it with people. If they mention you, they do. If they don't, they don't. And you just worry about your next thing. And, you know. But anyway, yeah, let's not be like that. Let me see. Michelle said, if mimicking Jesus Christ is a blessing, copying your basket, friends, is one. It is. It's a compliment. Loretta said, if it wasn't for LLC, I wouldn't be on here. I live for LLC, right? And that's fine. There's a whole lot of people that just don't like to, you know, sit and try to come up with stuff. They do a lot better watching someone else. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Shamika said, I would never do anything like that. Driven said, I know, Sherika. Alicia said, and the great part is, if the customer has never seen your design before and they love it and buy it, then you have something unique, and that encourages you also. That's right. Kiana said, thank you for saying it, because Aunt Ree was going to say it. Well, baby, y'all know I've warned y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, you know, out of love, whatever I believe and what I think and what I feel. And like I said, if people can't handle it, you know, it's just not the channel for you. But like I say, what I'm saying is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just, don't let the small stuff, you know, stress you. It's just not worth it. Don't let small stuff stress you. Thank you for saying, okay. Nessa said, say that again. Driven said, just ignore the ones that say that. Pray for them to have joy. Yes. And understand that, woo, boy, that ain't nothing to be stressed about. Let's let go. Let it go. Chef T said 100. Alicia said, when I challenge myself on a concept I've seen from a designer, I always make it my mission to give that person a shout out. And most of us do for sure if we see it. But what I'm saying is y'all got to understand we don't see everything. I miss a lot of lives. And I may end up doing something that looked like yours. And if I saw it, I promise you I'm going to mention it. If I didn't, I can't mention it if I didn't see it. You know what I mean? So we can't always assume that they saw it. That's all I'm saying. We can't always assume it, that they saw it, y'all. We just don't know that. We try to watch everybody's, but we just can't. Not everybody's. But she's totally different on YouTube than Facebook. I was confused. Yeah, there's always going to be people, but we just have to let go and let God, y'all. KOK said, speak your truth. That's nothing but my truth. Nothing but my truth, baby. Driven said, so much is happening in people's personal lives. Yes. LLC or crafting might be their therapy. Yes, we need to love humans, be respectful, and live. Yes, y'all. And sometimes when, we might say something or get upset with somebody, and it's just like what Driven said. We have no clue what they're going through. And we don't dare want to offend somebody or make them even more upset and push somebody over a line. Y'all, we don't know everybody's mental state. No, and y'all need to, I don't want to get too serious on here, but we do not know everybody's mental state. And we got to be careful when we say hurtful things or go at or bully somebody, just like at school. It ain't no different on YouTube than it is in a public school system. You bully somebody and you think it's funny and you're doing it for attention and you're doing it for likes. And then you push that person over the line. And God forbid you're bullying one person, but another person watches it and thinks you're talking about them. And you weren't even talking about them. And you sent that person over that thin line. God, I would not want that on my conscience. You know what I mean? So try to be kind and positive. That's all I'm saying. Let the small stuff go. Be encouraging. Look at everybody as though they need that kind word. We don't know what they're going through. And God forbid we be that one person that pushes somebody over that line, because we do not know what anybody's going through. We just don't. So just be kind. And like I say, don't let things upset you. Even if you know something to be true, let it go. Kay said, hey, Driven, this move has been crazy in this cold. Oh my God, who's moving in this stuff? Woo! I can't imagine trying to move in this cold. I hope it warms up some y'all before Valentine's week. Lord have mercy. I'm going to definitely have, and I've been trying to get me one of them buddy heaters. I need to go on and put that order in now. But although I sit in my car, I park right next to my tables. And I be in my car with my heat blaring. Alicia said, yes, don't stress, have fun. It's too much going on. We lean on each other and pray for each other. Absolutely. Antoinette said, hey, everyone. Hey, baby. Tricia said, you're absolutely right, Classy. Beautiful words of wisdom. Well, thank you, darling. Driven said, many of us don't look like what we've been through. Unfortunately, many of the bullies and offenders also have issues that aren't being dealt with, which is why we need to pray. We need to pray for hurt people, because hurt people hurt people. So we do, as upset as we can get, we need to pray for them as well. Lady J said, well said. Loretta said, hey, Antoinette. Kay said, facts, never in a million. I must have missed what Never in a Million said. I'll have to go back and find hers. I didn't even hear Never in a Million say nothing. Oh, here we go. We don't need the credit. We just want the cash. There you go, Never in a Million. We just needed to sell, okay? We just needed to sell. Tricia said, you're absolutely right, Classy. Okay, I read that one. Lady J said, well said. Kay said, fact, never in a million. Driven said, we can continue to encourage ourselves and others by the way we act, speak, and treat others. Absolutely. Loretta said, amen, Driven. KOK said, that's right, Driven. Speak it. Julia said, I got that buddy heater, but I'm getting the 20-pound propane. You mean the big buddy? The big buddy heater? Or are you still getting it, but the bigger one with the two sides to it? Driven said, hopefully while we continue to model appropriate behaviors and perspectives, others will learn and pick it up. Absolutely. Kiana said, y'all know I don't like bullies. We are all here to accomplish the same goal. I assume so. Look, learn, create, grow, and get your money. We should do just that and have fun. Yes, yes. Because I'm going to tell y'all, when it stops being fun, I'm out of here. I am out of here. I got upset a couple of times in this community and had to be talked into staying because I just don't like drama, y'all. I don't like not a little bit, not a big bit, not any bit. And I'm too old for it. I will pull my little self right on off of here and go on about my business because I'm, like we said, somebody called me that the other day. I'm a drama-free mama. I don't like drama. And when it starts stealing your joy, it's time to go. So let's not steal each other's joy. Kay said, I'll be on idle like a mofo tomorrow while out, no full setup. They going to get this trunk action. Oh, you're going out, Kay. Yeah, not me. Woo, no. Leah, thank you, baby, for the birthday wishes for Danielle. Leah said, amen. Kiana said, that part never in a million. Set apart, says that Kay, laughing. Driven said, Kay, you going out there in that ice? Anita said, good evening, still classy. Good evening, baby doll. Driven said, hey, baby. Kay said, that's too cold for me. Let me see. Kay said, oh, I can't get it to scroll up to finish reading that message. I don't know why. There we go. Okay. Where'd it go now? Copy me, but don't set up next to me. Yeah, now that I know everybody said what's for me is for me, but please don't come set up next to me. I'm in agreement with that. I know some of y'all love setting up next to each other. Y'all like it. You like it for safety reasons and all that. I just hope they leave me be, y'all. I don't want nobody next to me either. Baby, I don't mind if my concepts get LLC'd because it makes me feel special. Me too, Jeanette. I take it as a compliment. Absolutely. Driven said, yes. Julia said, no, just a big propane tank. Oh, got you. The big 20-pound. Yes, you ain't got to keep changing out them 1-pound tanks. Got you. Yeah, well, I would need some of the small ones if I were to take them with me out street selling. I ain't got no room for no 20-pound tank to carry out beside the road. So I would just use the little 1-pounder. But I don't stay out on my table long enough for that. I get right back in my car. If I don't have a customer, I'm in the heat. No, just, okay, I got that. Kayla said, go Kiana. I like to keep the peace. Katrina said, don't want no show, sweat, ice, or cold. No snow. Katrina said, sleet. Oh, yeah, definitely not. Prayers for the person who doesn't like LLC. God bless her soul. Yeah. Well, like I said, just don't come on YouTube with it, and then nobody can copy it. I'm going to be in my truck, but pull up with that cash. I know, right? Driven said, exactly. Be respectful of others' selling areas, especially if you know you have LLC'd them, right? Exactly. KOK said, I block people who ain't quite right. I unsubscribe to negative people because it steals my joy. I give them a chance after a chance after a chance and do my prayer thing, Thank goodness I haven't had to unsubscribe to many people, but I normally stick it out for a minute and just pray for them. But if I catch them stealing my joy, I unsubscribe just because why? I don't want to watch negativity. I don't want it in my spirit. So I just don't watch it. Katrina said, blessings, sis. Love you all. Love you right back. Kiana said, well, Aunt KOK, piece of steel or peace be still. Alicia said, amen. Driven. Set apart. Rhonda said, we are all here to help and support each other, and that's what it should be about. Absolutely. Nessa said, I think I'm done for the night. My legs are going numb. What's wrong with your legs? What are you doing, girl? Are you designing, you mean, and your legs are going numb? Driven said, you got snow, sleet, Katrina. KOK said, Kiana, yes, Lord. Driven said, I don't have the patience for that many after a chance. Yeah, I do. I'm a pretty patient person. I really am. I really try to give people the benefit of the doubt. And even if I choose not to follow, I still pray for you. I'm still kind to you. I just not gonna let nobody steal my joy. That's all. Alicia said, "Amen." Still classy. Protect your peace. Kay said, because I have to forgive. If we get upset, y'all, we got to forgive these people too. If I'm gonna keep going to the Lord and asking Him to forgive me for my drama and my stuff every day, I got to be able to forgive these people that's doing it to me every day. We got to forgive them. So it ain't easy. We have to pray on that too. But I have to understand, if I'm gonna keep asking God to forgive me, I bet God gets tired of me sinning over and over and over again, and using a cuss word here and there when I shouldn't, and going off the handle when I shouldn't, or whatever. But I want Him to forgive me over and over and over. So I have to forgive and move on too. Driven said she been making that money with those 20-pound baskets. Exactly. Driven said, I will still pray, but that's all. I hear you. I hear you. Like I said, if you come to me, I'm still kind to you, but I'm not gonna, yeah, you can have that, baby. Yeah. But, I'm just not going to be around something that's going to steal my joy. Nessa said, driving, I'm trying to scale them down. Oh, driven, I'm trying to scale them down. Michelle said, driven, right? Them heavy hitters are heavy and full of goods. What are you showing me, baby? Yes. Are you cutting it now? No. Huh? What? Are you cutting it now? I don't know. Okay. Well, go on, baby. If you want to have some birthday cake a few hours early, Danielle, everybody's wished you a happy birthday, baby. I'll let you see it all tomorrow. Huh?
Have ice cream instead.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
She says thank you, y'all. She's trying to pull out that birthday cake, y'all. Yes, you can have ice cream and cake, baby, if you want it. It's cold as heck here in the ATL. Kiana said, topics, forgiveness, protect your peace. There we go. There you go. Sean said, amen. Stop stressing the small stuff. Right, Sean? I mean, all of us look at small stuff sometime as a big stuff. And then we have to have friends tell us, are you serious? Let that mess go. Because when it happens, it's easy to say that, y'all, when it's happening to someone else. But when it's happening to you, you forget that you're supposed to let go of the small stuff. We have to be reminded that small stuff, because we're human and we get upset and we get mad and we're ready to fly off the handles. And that's all of us. That is all of us. That's why you have a good circle of friends that can remind you and remind me, because I've got my circle, and my friends come to me and tell me, Classy, you got to let that go. You better let that mess go. You ain't no better than that if you sit here, and dwell on it or act on it or whatever. So, have you a good circle to remind you yourself. Because I can sit here and preach, let go of the small stuff, but don't think I ain't got people having to tell me to let go of the small stuff, okay? That's all of us, though, y'all. And that's the whole thing, as long as we live and learn and keep moving on. Amen. We have to forgive, especially if we want to be forgiven. That's right. Driven said, amen. Loretta said, so true, still classy. We got to forgive over and over. We do. As hard as it gets. But one thing you can do is quit watching it and being around it so you don't have to get over it so many times. That's why you just stay away from stressful situations. That way you don't have to, fight it so hard. And that's anybody or any situation in your life. I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about in general in life, so I'm just talking in general. If you've got a situation that stresses you at work or even in church or with neighbors, or I'm talking any aspect of your life, happy birthday, beautiful, Tricia said. Where'd everybody go? Here we go. Alicia said, you're welcome, sweetie. Driven said, yes, I want some too. I know you do, Driven. Moore said, happy birthday, beautiful. Betty said, happy birthday. Kay said, oh my God, not the cold taking over Georgia. The joy of childhood. I know, Driven. Oh my God, and she's growing up so fast. I know, Sean. Katrina's in the building. Donna said, I want a piece of cake. You're welcome to it, sweetheart. Kay said, happy birthday, Danielle. Driven said, friends should hold us accountable for us. Yes. And we should be able. You've got friends. You know which ones. Now, everybody can't come up on me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When I'm in one of my moods, y'all, I know I put on my sweet side on here, but I swear I got a flip side too. Just anybody can't come up on me when I'm in one of my rare moods. It takes a certain. Shant's one of them. Now Shant's one, and I'm the same to her. I don't care how we are, how mad we are, how upset we are, how sad we are. We will hold each other accountable, and I need that. And I do, and I love her that much, and she loves me that much that I can take it and not be offended by it. Although she gets offended by my mess sometimes, tell me to shut my mouth. She gonna do what she want to do, but that's what friends do too. That's what friends do too, and I can take that too. But she know I'm gonna still tell her. Let me see. Alicia said, and I know we've all said bad words. Also, no. Yes, I have. I be on with Kimberly sometime, and I'm like, Kimberly, I don't even cuss. Why am I cussing like this? So yeah, we all do. None of us are perfect. Katrina said, hey sis, at Sean. Anita said, many happy returns, Danielle. Yes. Nessa said, after the live, Classy's going to be like, I swear I didn't hear you say you were cutting that cake. What about singing happy birthday? Nessa, you know me too well. I'd be like, I did not tell you to do that. You know me too well. I don't care, baby. I'll take one slice and stick a candle in it and sing it to her. Because I know she's up there with her friends now. They're all having a virtual party. They're all online. So she's actually they're bringing in her birthday online tonight. They're all online. And they're all celebrating her birthday, so they'll all be on at midnight. So they're virtually, of course, in their own houses, having pizza and, oh God, y'all see my poor worn out tumbler here. They're eating pizza, having birthday cake, singing, dancing, having fun, bringing in her birthday at 12 o'clock. So yeah, that's going to be pretty loud downstairs while they're all upstairs dancing and having fun tonight. And it sounds like they're coming straight through the ceiling. Let me see. Veggie, I hope it's going tomorrow, Kay said. Alicia said, my flip side name is Mildred. You got to flip. Alicia, you got a flip side too. That is my puppet name in our puppet ministry at church. Let me see. Driven says 225 thumbs up. Y'all are the bum diggity. Loretta is waving. Kay says, Sean, too funny. Mind your business. Oh yeah, she'll tell me to mind my business in a second. Mind your business, Classy. I'm about to hang up this phone on you, she tells me. All right, Classy, I'm about to hang up. Y'all are to hear some of our conversations. Okay, they said it's supposed to melt Monday. Driven said, wait, what's that, Veggie? Never to me. Oh, where'd she go that quick? You can really miss out on a great many times if you carry on with one bet. You can. Nothing here on YouTube making gifts should bring anyone down so low. I agree 100%. This business is supposed to be fun. Absolutely. But we're not perfect, and we may have a bad day and say something we shouldn't say, and that's okay. Just be okay to apologize. Just apologize. Say, my bad. It was a bad day. Y'all, I was going through some stuff that day, and move on. None of us are perfect. I know I've said things or be in pain, and girl, pain will do it to you. Any of y'all on here that deal with any kind of chronic pain, there's no telling what might come out your mouth. When you're in pain and somebody does something that wouldn't normally mess with you, but you're hurting, oh baby, they're going to get to see another side of you. They might get chewed a new one. You know what I mean? But, hopefully, you can reflect on it and realize I might have been a little bit too rough on that situation, and that's okay. We're all human. Driven said, this generation. Maria said, good evening, Classy. Good evening, sweetheart. I just woke up not feeling so well, but I'm in here watching my Classy. Thank you, baby. I hope you're not coming down with no cooties. You got some Zicam or some zinc or something. Start taking that as soon as you get it. As soon as you start feeling bad. Y'all, I swear by Zicam. If y'all don't have any Zicam, get some. And you don't wait till you're sick. You do it the first minute you start feeling that tickle. That first minute you feel that first little sore throat or that stuffy nose. If you start that Zicam and take it then every 3 hours, it'll knock that mess out and shorten whatever cooties are trying to get you. Driven, that is Matt that you stand for, that you stand on. I don't know. Virtually in their own houses, introverts dream. Alicia said, yep. Kay is laughing. Driven said, is that what it's called? Is it on Amazon? Chef T said, feel better soon, Maria. Yes, baby. I pray you feel better. Take you some zinc. Get you some Zicam. And thank you for being in here, though, darling. Veggie said, anti-fatigue Mac and shoes matter. Rhonda said, Kay, yes. Alicia said, one day I was mad at work and I told my daughter, she told me, they don't want Mildred to come out. I know most people that's not used to seeing a bad side of you, it's really strange when you see that person. Yeah, you know what I mean. Driven said, and they got shoes. Well, please do tell. I wonder if it helps with rheumatoid arthritis. Nessa said, feel better soon, Maria. Absolutely. You too, Nessa, with your numbing legs. Alicia said, healing prayers, Maria. Driven is sending you prayers. Late to the party. Hello, Essence. How are you, baby? Or they can just realize you're in pain and leave you alone. Then it won't be no problem. Right? Shant said, at Alicia Gordon, my flip side name is Whoop-At. Ooh. Shant is Whoop-A. Okay. Whoop-A. Y'all be getting me. Y'all, see, when I be reading, y'all get me before I can think. Shant, Faison. Deaf and I said, they look for men, women, and children where I am at. Driven is laughing, not the cooties. Yes, the cooties. Get them before the cooties come out. Kay said, Shant, you're a mess. Patrice said, me too, Classy. Zicam is the bomb, right, Patrice? Let me see. Craft Katrina said, the purpose of a community is sharing, uplifting, and supporting. There's lots of that in our community. There sure is. Oh, y'all, there is so much more good than bad. There is, the good outweighs the bad, or we wouldn't all still be here. KOK said, yes, Driven. My family and friends know my hot temper, and I haven't had to show that side of me in years. Thank you, Lord. I'm sweet as I can be, but when someone takes me there, Lord, right, KOK? We all have our limits. That's what I said. We're human. We all have our limits, and you just pray that that one person don't come up on you on that one day. You just hope there's that. I've always been pretty blessed that there's always been kind of a gap between when something happens to me and me talking to my friend or whatever, that I'm able to do it before I react. But there's going to come a time when sometimes it don't quite happen that way. They get you in that moment, and then you have to repent and say you sorry for your response as well. We've all been there, done it, and I'm sure we'll do it again. Got her. Sentence S. Marie. Y'all be getting me in here, period. Y'all know I read before my mouth goes before my mind catches it. My mind's a little bit behind my mouth. So y'all get me sometimes with that. Shant got me tonight. Driven said KOK 100. Alicia said S. Marie laughing, right? I know, y'all, that's okay. God forgive me for Shant making me cuss. Let me see. Kiana said, same here, Aunt KOK. I keep Sybil in the box. Dep and I said, I hope your dog is better, LBE. They truly are family. They sure are. My little Shih Tzu passed away. Ooh, it's been a few years now, and I still cry to this day. If I start thinking of her too much, I'll break down in a heartbeat. I can't even look at pictures of her sometimes. She said Max is okay now. Max has just given her a scare. Maria said, thank you everyone for your support and get well wishes. Absolutely, Maria. Stay warm, baby, and bundled up and drink lots and lots of fluids. And Tricia said, Sean, that was a good one. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Driven said Gap. Marie said, feel better, Maria. KOK said, Sean, I don't have a name for my flip side. People just feel the heat. Right. I know. They gonna know it. Michelle said, I know Aunt Shant was gangster. KOK, what? You go gangster. Hey, y'all, now come on now. You can tell Shant got a little gangster in her now. Ain't nobody shocked by that. Kindness goes a long way, Katrina said. I'm grateful for everyone's kindness. God is good. That's right. LOL, told y'all Deb's voice is so animated. She should do voiceovers. Oh, Lord, I'll have to read the material first, huh? Veggie said, driven sleep deprivation, sugar consumption of processed food, and being overweight. And yeah, that's a lot right there, etc. KOK, still classy. I just enjoy your lives. It's always a good time. Thank you, baby. Y'all just know I'm down to earth, and something always going to end up happening up in here. That's what y'all come for. Y'all come to see what's going to happen up in here, because something always going to end up happening. Y'all going to get me some kind of way. But no, it's fun, and I love having y'all in here just as much. Sean said, KOK, I got too many flip names to name them all. It depends on the situation and the day of the week. I know, girl. I know. I'm glad to hear Max is doing better. Driven is laughing. Kiana said, y'all couldn't tell Aunt KOK was about that life. I read that from the gate. She have to be. If you know, you. Oh, I knew. I knew immediately. I've already said ain't nobody got to worry about KOK. All right? Nobody. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Ain't too many of y'all got to worry about any of us, what y'all call OGs, okay? KOK, Sean, me, I'm sure I could keep going, but I'm telling y'all now, we've been around, been there, done that. Y'all ain't got to worry about us too much. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every single one of us can hold our own. I can assure you of that. Let me see. S. Marie said, Kiana. Driven said, don't get it twisted, huh? Okay. Absolutely. Miss V is laughing. S. Marie is sending hearts and animal prints. Chrissy's Crafts is sending hearts. I thank y'all and I love y'all so much. Driven said 100. Absolutely. Lord, y'all, how long we been on tonight? 2 hours, it says. I bet it's over 2 hours. Anyway, y'all are always so much fun. Always so much fun. But I'm gonna get off of here and go. Well, I don't want to. Y'all know I got to go in and embarrass my baby in her birthday party. You know that. We always got to do that. But they love me. All her friends just love me. They love it when I come in the room and they're on. They know I have fun with them. I won't be in there but for a minute though. But I got to go in there. Good night for real, ladies. Good night, beautiful. Sean said, we heavyweights in this game called life. Yep. Been there, done that. Chef T, thank you for the hearts, darling. All right, Alicia. Sean, thank you for the hearts, baby. Philanda is laughing. S. Marie said, great live. Enjoy the birthday party. We sure will. Thank y'all all for all the birthday wishes for my baby. Driven said, no, don't do it. Kay said, all I'm going to say is you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Female Incredible Hulk. But for real, that's most of us, I'm sure, baby. Miss Egotistical, preach to the choir still, Glassy. I definitely stopped responding to negativity. I don't have a channel, but a lot of us have like minds that create similar things. So we need to uplift each other. We sure do. Positivity. Okay, so yes, sis, that's Sean. Thank you, Michelle. Love you, baby. Betty said, good night, everyone. Have a blessed night. Good night. Y'all stay safe and stay warm out there. It is cold, and y'all still send a prayer up that my babies get some snow. But stay warm, y'all. I was raised by OGs. I was the only girl in the house and the youngest girl in the family. I hear you, darling. Driven said 100. Okay, so good night, y'all. Good night, sweetheart. Good night, S. Marie. Chrissy's Crafts and Gifts said, good night, everyone. Thank you, Classy. You're so welcome, baby doll. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Kay said, Sean said, Kay, good night, sis. All right, guys. Love y'all. I'll see y'all on y'all's live. Stay warm. Stay positive. Stay encouraged. Loretta said, good night, ladies. Really enjoyed the live. Right back at you, baby. I did too. Veggie said, first video. Crafty said, good night, y'all. Good night, Crafty. Love you, baby. Donna said, good night, everyone. Good live. Thanks, sweetheart. Sherika said, good night, baby. Philana said, happy birthday. Thanks, sweetheart. Ko said, good night, John Boy. That's right. Good night, John Boy. Princess J, good night, sweetheart. Tricia said, good night, everyone, and be blessed. Thanks for sharing, Classy. You're welcome, baby. Essence said, good night, everybody. Scrap Girl said, good night, baby. Crafty said, love you too. All right, baby doll. Shant said, KOK, LOL. Kiana said, night, y'all. Night, Kiana. Love you, baby. S. Marie, thank you for the heart, sweetheart. Shawnee, thank you for the hearts. All right, guys, be good. I'll see you guys next Saturday, God willing. Be safe and stay warm. Bye.